You may already notice how even now a part of you is checking, is this true? Is this useful? That checking is metacognition, already alive in you. That's the same brain circuit that decides whether to trust a lover, a business deal, or your own late night cravings. The anterior cingulate cortex doesn't lie. It lights up when coherence is being evaluated. And when you pause, you give yourself the chance to rewire. And what happens if you don't? Well, imagine a train on a rusty track, running the same loops every day, burning coal, coughing black smoke into the sky. That's your unexamined beliefs. They run, they move, but they never arrive anywhere new. And one day you wake up and realise you've been circling the same station for 40 years. But when you pause, when you question, when you let that belief destabilise, it's like flipping a hidden switch. The train lifts off the track, magnetic, futuristic, frictionless. That's what memory reconsolidation research shows. The past isn't fixed, it's editable. Not a prison. It's wet cement. The only question is, do you shape it? Or do you let it harden around your ankles? Think about the implications. On the personal level, one reframed belief can collapse a decade of self-sabotage. On the collective level, entire cultures live inside unexamined dogmas. Imagine if groups practiced coherence checking instead of doubling down. Wars could end before they ignite. Economies could pivot before collapse. Families could heal before they fracture. Metacognition is the save point in the video game of evolution. Skip it. You respawn in the same old dungeon. Use it. You find the hidden warp zone. There was once a carpenter who built doors so heavy that no one could open them. People knocked, struggled, cursed, until one child asked, "Why are you all pushing? The hinge swings the other way." The crowd laughed, embarrassed, then walked too easily. Your beliefs are like that. Some you've been pushing on for years. Metacognition lets you see the hinges. Memory reconsolidation lets you swing the door the right way. And as you sit there, without trying, you can begin to wonder how many doors in your life were always hinged the other way. And you can imagine the relief of noticing, finally, you can stop pushing, stop wasting force, and simply walk through. And as you walk through unconsciously, you might notice how the air feels fresher, lighter, because the old smoke has cleared. And when you feel that freedom in your body, even for a second, your brain saves it. It rewrites the code. And every time you pause, you reinforce the new wiring. And every time you check coherence, you train your brain to default to truth, not bullshit. Now notice what happens if you keep doing this. First future, no change. 5 years from now, you're still repeating the same tired stories, complaining about the same obstacles, wondering why life feels like reheated leftovers. Same train, same loop, same smoke. But the other future, rewired, 5 years from now, you're leaner, not just in body, but in thought. You move like someone unburdened. Decisions that used to paralyze you, they're made in seconds, because you trust your gut check system. People notice. They say you've changed. What happened to you? And you smile, because you didn't add anything. You just stopped carrying dead weight. And when you imagine those futures side by side, Doesn't your gut already know which one pulls harder? That's your coherence compass. Trust it. If you don't pause to question your beliefs, you pay the karmic tax of stagnation. You repeat the loop, you age faster because stress calcifies the body. You pass down the same outdated code to your children, to your team, to everyone who models you unconsciously. That's not faith. That's laziness dressed as destiny. But if you do this, if you practice the pause, you become the ancestor who breaks the chain. The one who upgraded the operating system. The one who stopped the bullshit. And maybe it's funny to realise your brain is basically a drunk editor with a delete button. Meta-Cognition is you sneaking in, slapping the editor sober, saying cut the crap, this story sucks, rewrite it. And the brain obeys. It doesn't argue. It rewrites. That's the beauty of it. So right now, without forcing it, your unconscious can begin installing this. That every hesitation is now a signal to pause. Every pause is a chance to check coherence. Every check destabilizes the old bullshit. Every destabilization rewires the code. And every rewire makes the next pause easier. Until it becomes automatic, natural, effortless. Like riding that bike. Like swinging the right hinge. Like breathing. And the more you forget about it consciously, the more deeply it embeds unconsciously. So by the time you notice yourself doing it again and again, you'll laugh realizing you've already changed.